Everybody Wants Some. Thursday, August 28, 1980, Jake Bradford, Blake Jenner, arrives at his college 3 days before the start of classes. He enters the baseball house to the members of the team. He first meets McReynolds, Tyler Hoechlin, and Roper, Ryan Guzman, who both razz Jake for being a pitcher. He goes upstairs and meets Niles, Justin Street, Finnegan, Glen Powell, Stoner Willoughby, Wyatt Russell, Dale, J. Quinton Johnson, fellow freshman plumber, Temple Baker, and his roommate Billy, aka Buter, Will Brittain. He's called that by the other guys to have the most country bumpkin name they could think of. Jake joins McReynolds, Plum, Finn, and Dale as they go around campus inviting girls to a party at their house. The guys drive by a girl named Beverly, Zoey Deutch, and her roommate, Sophia Taylor Ali. Although neither are taken by the guys' attempts to hit on them, Beverly comments that she likes the quiet one in the back, Jake. The guys then go to the nearby bar, the Fox, where they meet other players on the team, Nesbitt, Austin Amelio, Brumley, Tanner Kalina, and Coma, Forrest Vickery. They all drink and exchange banter. The team meets with the coach to discuss the rules of the house. That is mainly no drinking and no girls allowed in the rooms, which all the guys find lame. The guys go out to the nightclub Sound Machine and dance with some girls. Dale points out that Finn has a move where he tells girls that he has an average penis size to seem humble, as opposed to guys that love to brag about their size. They end up taking the girls back to the house for a party. McReynolds, Roper, Jay, and Finn all go to their rooms to hook up with girls. Jake wants to bring his girl up to his room, but Buter and his buddies don't want to leave, so Jake takes her to his car. On Friday morning, Buter heads back home for a couple of days because he worries his girlfriend might be pregnant. Later, the guys hang out around town, such as at the arcade, where Jake shows Dale the trick to winning at Space Invaders, which is to get the aliens when they reach the last row, since they won't shoot at the player. The guys go back to Sound Machine that night, but they're forced to leave when Niles gets drunk and rowdy, attempting to pick a fight with a bartender. The team heads to a country music club without Niles, for fear that he'll scare away the ladies. At the country club, Jake feels out of place, but Willoughby tells him that he has to embrace his inner weirdness and not be the person that the others want him to be. Come Saturday, Jake joins Willoughby, Dale, and Plum in Willoughby's room as they take hits from his bong and discuss the Twilight Zone and Van Halen, among other things. They try some telepathic stuff, with the guys trying to guess what Willoughby is thinking of. Jake plays ping pong with McReynolds with some of the other guys watching. Jake beats McReynolds, who gets angry and chucks his paddle at the wall, breaking it. The other guys start to chant Jake's name. Jake, Plum, Finn, and Brumley walk around the neighborhood and run into Jake's high school buddy Justin, Michael Monser. He invites the guys inside his home for some beers, and he later brings them to a punk rock club where the guys watch Justin's band play a punk rock version of the Gilligan's Island theme song. The guys throw another party at the house that night, wherein some girls participate in a mud wrestling event, with Finn joining in and getting slammed into the mud by one of the girls. Meanwhile, Jake leaves some flowers and a note on Beverly's door. On Sunday morning, Jake receives a phone call from Beverly, and the two are now properly acquainted. She is surprised to learn that he is on the baseball team, as she originally believed that athletes were dumb, but she sees him differently. The two arrange a meeting for that day. Jake takes Beverly out for ice cream, and he learns that she is studying performing arts and has experience at an acting school. In the afternoon, the team gathers for baseball practice. Niles once again goes overboard with his behavior, such as throwing the ball into the parking lot and just acting like a jerk toward the other guys. After practice, the older teammates tape Jake, Plum, Brumley, and Nesbitt to the wall as a freshman hazing ritual, where they throw baseballs at the guys, one of which hits Plum in the nuts. After that, the team heads down to the lake for a swim. The guys go to the cafeteria for some grub. Dale comments to the freshmen that the older guys like McReynolds and Roper don't really care about the freshmen and would love to see them fail. Plum and Nesbitt then come in to tell the guys that Willoughby got kicked out of school after it was learned that he is really a 30-year-old guy that frequently transfers to different colleges to play baseball and that his name isn't even Willoughby. The only thing they found in his room was a Pink Floyd album with a big joint on top of it, which Plum and Nesbitt smoked. The guys figure that Willoughby was just a guy that didn't have what it took to go pro, but loved baseball so much that he wanted to play however he could. That night, the guys go to a party at another house, which happens to be a costume party. Jake finds Beverly dressed as Alice in Wonderland. Finn tries his average penis bit on one girl, but gets cock-blocked by the other guys. Later, the guys watch Beverly act out a dating game improv show as Alice, with two other guys as the Mad Hatter and the Queen of Hearts. Jake steps in as the Cheshire Cat. Afterward, he and Beverly hang out into the early hours of Monday by the lake and have their first kiss. As classes are about to begin, Jake sleeps in Beverly's room for a bit as she gets ready. They walk to their classes together before separating and kissing again. Dale and Finn see this and tease him. Jake then heads to his first class and sits next to Plum. The two are confident about what college will bring them. As class starts, Jake puts his head down on his desk to sleep and he smiles.